Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Raven's Beard Fwaggin. Good evening and happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. How are you doing? Moving some things around here. Oops, hit springs. Alright. Not a whole lot to see right now. Went to your sister's house and sharpened overnight. Can you come to my house and sharpen all my knives? They need sharpened, man. Please and thank you.
It's clean. It's cold. Now that's what I call high quality H2O.
Absolutely. I'll take yet another drink and then we'll get on the live scene. Thank you for the hydrate, though. Yeah, it is some high quality H2O. Never sharpened a kitchen knife before, so it took me almost 2 full hours. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, look at all the things going on. Woo. Not a whole lot. I have spent the weekend kind of prepping some other things, cleaning up, doing some organizing. I'm hoping to get to painting tonight. That's the goal with the Wheel of Minis. It should be telling me something to paint. Let's see. Who knows? It's crazy. Yeah, it's been a good weekend though. We did let's see. Played a game of 30K with someone that will end up on YouTube. So that'll be a thing. And I will be updating Patreon tonight or tomorrow. And we're going to talk about some stuff on Patreon. So if you are a Patreon subscriber, you'll see some updates and some things coming your way. we had, what else? And my two nieces, who are like my cousin, or my son's best friends. Like his two cousins are like, yeah, they're like best friends. They stayed over this past, was last night they stayed over, so it was pretty crazy. That was wild. Yeah, our garbage disposal broke in our sink, so that's fun. So it just died, like it burned out. The motor burnout, so I need to try to replace a garbage disposal, something I've never done. I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. That would be a fun project. And yeah, more. Come back, Dad. Am I here? What's up? Right here. Can you hear me? Fine. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure. Like, yeah. I know. Yeah. I did call my dad this evening. There's some like fortunately and unfortunately things. So fortunately, most garbage disposals are a pretty quick job to like swap out. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't come with power cords already in them. You have to like wire in like the power cord yourself, which I'm like, I don't like dealing with electricity. I don't like doing electrical work. So fortunately, you can buy some with a power cord. Unfortunately, ours, as I found out after all, I figured out all these things, our garbage disposal is hardwired into the wall. So there's no unplugging or plugging, so we have to get a non-corded garbage disposal, and I have to do the wire work for it. So not terribly excited about that, but I don't know, I guess I'll figure it out. Desiree, how you doing, man? How are the Necrons coming along? You got anything else going on? I remember your Necrons. The lovely turquoise color. Match the colors, copy what the last guy did. That's fair. I am not going to copy what the last guy did on ours, though, because everybody that installed every single thing in our house did a terrible job. So, yeah, what's going to happen is, I understand, like, you know, the black wire is like the hot wire, there's like a ground one, there's like a bare, you know, like, okay, yeah, match the colors, that's fine. If I have any questions whatsoever, I am calling my dad, because he's gonna be the one that'll have an idea. I'll send him pictures or a video or something and just talk to him about it. Wiring's not hard to do. Yeah, turn off the power. Yep, yeah, I'll be turning off the power. Yeah, and that's another thing. Another, you know, person who did all the work before us. The breaker box. Whoever labeled that breaker box had to have been drunk or something. Like, there is nothing that makes sense with the labeling in that breaker box, like all those breakers. So I don't know. I flipped the breaker for our kitchen outlets. Every single kitchen outlet worked, the lights worked, all the appliances were still on. I don't know what the kitchen outlet breaker was for. No idea. Worked on live, but it's less than I do. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna touch a live wire. I'm gonna test it, and I'm gonna buy a little pin tester, just to make sure I'm not getting any live wires. Baseball season's up, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait for our baseball season to end. Poor Painting Son. He loved baseball. He loved playing baseball. I love playing baseball with Painting Son. I love throwing baseball with him, and you know, like practicing batting and all this stuff. But his team has been terrible, his coaches have been terrible, his season has been terrible, and he's hated it. So I don't mind. Baseball games are really boring, so I don't mind that he doesn't want to play organized baseball, but I feel bad because he loved it. He was so excited for it. But you know, that's kind of like this age where he's checking out a bunch of different sports and what he likes, and if there's something he doesn't like, then it's that. No, definitely not working on live wires. 2020 breaker for a pool motor. I didn't know what he was doing, though. The breaker was supposed to be on at 115. Oh, interesting, huh? Ceiling fan hooked up the wire. It started spinning. Oh, no. Oh, and 12. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. That's brutal. Yeah. So my son's team, I said going into the season, his first time ever playing baseball. Like he'd never used a baseball glove. Like, you know, we don't like throw a baseball. I said I want them to win at least one game, and I want him to score a point because he this is his 4th season of sports. He's done 2 seasons of soccer and a season of basketball, and he has yet to score an actual point in like a game. So he was really good at soccer. He got close so many times in soccer, but and then basketball, he's so little. He's just tiny compared to everybody else. He's so short. So like he just doesn't, and you know, he's more cautious with basketball. But anyway, one game they won. So I was like, sweet, check that off the list. In another game, he scored 2 runs in the game. He hit the ball twice and scored 2 runs. So I was super proud. So he completed the 2 goals. They have been blown out every single game after that. That was like his 2nd game they won, and his 3rd game was the one he scored runs in. They still lost that game. But then, but yeah, they've been blown out every single game. I think his coaches have given up. Like, most of the players have given up. It's just bad. Working maintenance at shopping mall. Replaced light fixtures during store hours when the power could not be off. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that's sketchy. That's sketchy. Ponator, hopefully it isn't a total killjoy. I hope not. I hope not, man. Yeah. We get pretty competitive, you know. He's not the most competitive kid. Unless it's like board games and stuff, he gets kind of competitive, but like he's not so much with sports, so he's been having fun with stuff. He really enjoyed basketball, he really enjoyed soccer, so we're gonna roll right into soccer season. I can fix that 99. Welcome in, man. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be spinning this wheel here in just a couple minutes. Just get a little bit of chatting and I'll show you guys what this wheel's all about. For those of you who aren't familiar. Son's 4th year of baseball. That's cool though. Yeah. You know, I just hope he has fun with it. Like, and if he enjoys it, like, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with the 2-hour-long games late at night. You know, I'll deal with the first whole chunk of our summer being scheduled around baseball games. But like, it's about if he likes it. You've been coaching all 4 years. All right. And something I never said I did. No, you did not miss the spam. I'm just chatting right now. Something I never thought I would say. Don't tell anybody else, guys. I might step in and help coach like soccer or something. Like, just go out there, help the coach do thing, because I've noticed the more coaches that seem to be on a team like helping, seems like the better the kids do, and like the better the team does. Like, being able to have more people focusing on kids, like, you know, getting better and stuff. And I'm not an expert on any sports. I don't watch any sports, but I played a lot of sports as a kid, and like, you know, teaching kids sports isn't. I'm competent enough to help a kid learn how to kick a soccer ball or play goalie or tell the team, you know, defenders when to go get the, go out from the goal area and all that stuff. So, welcome in, Tabard. Welcome in, John Locke. How you doing? Spin hasn't started. You bought a tank. What kind of tank did you buy? Your youngest started t-ball. That's awesome. Yeah, my son never played t-ball. He was too old for it, so he had to go straight into coach pitch. He probably would have done solid in t-ball this year. I mean, he's a little older. A repulsor executioner, nice, very nice. I gotta show you guys. Here, I'll show you guys this. This isn't on the wheel of mini, so I'm showing it to you. I was super proud of this. Grab it. Okay. This thing right here. This right here is a 3D printed repulsor turret. This is 3D printed. Look at this 3D print, guys. Look how this turned out. You guys believe this? It was in some pieces, but like, this is insane how well this turned out. And it's base coated, so I primed and base coated it today. Yeah, I have a repulsor executioner as well, And I find myself wanting to field a regular repulsor more often than not because I like the transport capacity. Zen actually found this for me. Zendral found this STL, and this thing fits perfect. Fits perfectly into an executioner, like into the actual the hull of the mini. So I could print another one of these and put it on this side, but I think I'm gonna keep it like that. I don't know, a little asymmetrical, I don't mind it. But yeah, super proud of how this turned out. So that's something that needs to be painted soon. Need ideas? You go help coaching. Yeah, sure, Tavern, sure. Yeah. I appreciate that, guys. I just like, if I would have, like, I bought a used baseball glove when we bought my son's baseball glove. I have not had a baseball glove since I was like 8 years old. It's been, it's going on 30 years at this point since I have like picked up like a baseball, like thrown a baseball, used a baseball glove, whatever. If I would have known how this baseball season was going to go with the coaches and with everything, I would have been out there in the first practice helping round up kids or helping kids figure out their baseball swing or like their bat swing or something. I would have been out there helping because it's so frustrating just to see like the coaches just give up. Like we have 3 kind of coaches. One's a parent that just stepped in and like the second or third practice. The normal coaches missed half the games. The other guy like goes on business trips, so he's like not there some of the time. It's crazy. Hey Choach, how you doing, man? Permission to do modeling for Father's Day? Nice. So my weekend this coming weekend, and then we're gonna get the wheel up, okay, I promise, guys. My weekend this coming weekend, there is an air show in Central Ohio, and we're going to that. So as a family, we got tickets to it, so we're going to an air show. So happy Father's Day to me. And then one of the days, I don't know, my wife and son has something planned. I don't know what they have planned, but we're gonna figure it out. Well, coaches practice plans for every practice I can pass along. That's amazing, Tevrin, actually. The air show was in Columbus, Ohio. So we're gonna be in Columbus. Yeah, they have, last year they had the Blue Angels. This year they're gonna have the Air Force Thunderbolts, which is like their equivalent of the Blue Angels. They fly F-16s. They're doing F-35 flyovers. They're gonna have F-22 on the ground to like look at, which those roles were like swapped last year. Yeah, it seems like they have some good stuff, so we're excited for it. All right, guys. Let's get this wheel up. Here we go. We can be productive, right? Dehydrated or something? Jeez. Okay. So we have our wheel of minis here. And you can see we have all our different options, and apparently this doesn't do more than like 4 colors, so I'm sure I can change the colors. I got the button up here, but we have on here a Giant, we have Asajj Ventress, we have Conquest for the game Conquest and Aristarch, Solar Auxilia Test Minis, Necron Destroyers, Primaris Aggressors, Primaris Inceptors, and Primaris Infiltrators, all 3 of those. Thousand Suns Tech Marine, and back to the Giant. So this is what's on the Wheel of Minis today. Last time we did the Wheel of Minis, I think I finished, there were 3 or 4 of them I had finished. Oh, the Solar Auxilia. Yeah, I am so pumped. I did 1 test mini for these guys this past week. Yeah, when I got my new paints. I was waiting for my new Monument paints to come in. Did the test mini, and I like it a lot. I got to one single wash, and I was like, I went too dark with one of my colors. So I want to go back to the drawing board a bit. I'm going to mimic a lot of those colors, and then I'm going to change some things to try to get more of the color that I want. But how this works, if you guys are not familiar with the Wheel of Mini, look to the great Choach Cho, for example. you will spam that emote, that praise the wheel emote. That is a tech priest bowing down to the machine spirit of the wheel of minis, and you are going to declare what you would like the wheel to land on. So yeah, spamming the wheel gets the machine spirit's attention, and then you're going to, send your request respectfully, and in all caps, if you must, to the wheel, and then we will see who the wheel listens to, and whose request it honors. So that is how the Wheel of Minis works. The real thing, guys. Okay, so just trust me, it's real. All right, you got to do that, because right now it's 100%. It's going to land on the Solar Auxilia. Praise the wheel, indeed. Yep. So yeah, this is what we have. Some of these things, should I say just one of these things, was already like started, and it would be like finishing work, basically, is what I'm trying to do on this mini. It's kind of what I set aside for a while, is the giant. But I'm hoping to be able to do this. Guys, I have not painted, I don't think I've painted one time since I completely redid my desk setup. I've been assembling minis all this past week. So I painted that Auxilia test mini that I kind of did. So we're going to spin the wheel here in like a minute. You guys get in your requests. What do you want the wheel to land on? If it does affect your decision, the Primaris minis that are being painted on the wheel are going to be painted as Ultramarines. So, and they are primed and base coated, because those are going into my personal army and getting ready for a tournament. So I believe all three of those things will make it into my tournament list. I have an RTT I'm going to in the beginning of July. I'm really excited. So yeah. O sacred wheel, bearer of the motive force, we beseech thy blessing and supplicate unto thee to give us Solar Auxilia test in the name of the machine god, the Omnissiah, and the motive force. Yeah. The feng shui, yeah. Oh, and it worked out. I mean, I actually have empty space on my paint shelves. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. My desk has been overflowing with extra paint bottles. I have extra space. Absolutely crazy. Alright, guys. We're going to spin the wheel here. Here we go. Applies the sacred. Yeah, I got incense burning in the background, everybody. It's good. It's all good. I have a little censer swinging in the background. So let's spin this wheel, and we'll see what we land on. I'm not gonna look, I'm just gonna listen. I promise you I'm looking away and not watching. Alright, here we go.
Conquest Aristarch.
Oh, it's the Aristarch. Alright. Ooh, cool. Let me grab this mini. And hit this guy. Almost to the Solar Auxilia. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll grab this mini. Okay, here we go. The Aristarch is almost like an ancient Solar Auxilia. Yeah, sure. I can see it. Excuse me. So, this is the Aristarch. It's actually a really cool looking mini, with a lot of little details, a lot of cool things to be able to paint and highlight. So I'm excited about it. I am gonna pull up a picture. I do want to do the blue cloak, just because I got some nice new blues from Monument, so I kind of want to be able to try some of these. It's fun. It's fun to paint with blues, and we'll do some deep kind of bronze armor. Is that magnesium base coat? I don't know. We'll find something to use as a base coat. We'll put some nice colors, but I'm gonna figure out what some of these other details are, and yeah, we'll get right to it. Okay, I see what they're doing. That's cool. That's really cool. We can follow this pretty well. Alright, so all of his armor is pretty similar, with his shield and his boots. Like bracers. Okay, they're all pretty similar. You have like an undertone of like this bronzy color, but it's almost like a brownish. And then they have a silver on all the upper areas. Blue cloak, blue crest. Blue with here. Let's get a brush. These little pieces are blue underneath and red on the trim. This is like a whitish blue. And like Caucasian skin tone. So yeah, well, let's go ahead and get started. Yes, this is from Last Argument of Kings. Yep. How you doing, Raja? Good to see you. This is what the wheels spun up. All right. Or do we just for the fun of it, we want to try this magnesium? This is a dark metallic. Let's go for D&D than karaoke night. That sounds like a fun Sunday evening, Raja. That's awesome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. Alright, so brand new. Haven't tried this color yet. Just got this in this past week. So we're trying magnesium. Excuse me. Gonna get my number 2 brush out. I'm curious about this color. Yeah, me too. Just to give you guys... Oh, wow, okay. Alright. It is a very, like, dark brown metallic. Very, like, desaturated compared to their bronze shades. Though, I feel like they're... potential for this color. Was this you're using? I'm using Pro-Acryl Magnesium. It is their color from their Adepticon signature series set or expansion set or whatever they're calling that. This is my first time using this color. I like that. I think I can do something with this color too. This is nice. Just like a very rich color, very deep. Order Horse Heresy Command Squad upgrades. Promising kit bash part. Yeah. I know a lot of people, myself included, are really wanting the big banner out of that set. I don't know if I'll buy a whole kit, just because with my Legion, everything is so different, and I feel like it'd be weird if everybody's like super unique and has their own kind of flair, and then the Command Squad comes in with like typical generic kind of Legion stuff. I'm gonna need a couple base colors down, and I think I'm just gonna like pick a color and focus on it. I really want to paint this blue. Looks like fun to paint. But I flat out got this mini because it looked interesting to paint. So there was no gaming motive with this mini. It just looked like fun. I like the colors they use. I like the kind of Greek hoplite aesthetic with these minis. So not necessarily enough to collect a whole army, but I do really like these minis. It's like a greenish steel. Yeah, a little. Yeah, I can see little bits of green in there. It reminds me of the actual shade of this color. Reminds me of their black brown with like metallic pigment in it. But yeah, there's definitely more of a more green in it. Hey Sectorix, what's up, man? What mini are you painting this evening? What incredibly fantastic mini. I saw your... What's his name? Is it Saris? Is that his name? Illuminor Saris? Knocked it out of the park, dude. Like you do. Nice. For the next model. Ooh, what's the next model? Can you give us a hint? Like the shields as an alternative for Blade Guard Veteran shields? Yeah, that's true. That's true, John Locke. Man, Blade Guard Veteran are probably my favorite looking Primaris minis, though. I would feel bad replacing the shields on those minis. Oh yeah, having different stuff. See, I own 6 Blade Guard. 3 of them are from, is it Indomitus? It was Indomitus that had, It had 3 Blade Guard. I got 3 from there, and I got 3 from a holiday box. I like them. Take forever to paint, but I like them. The new cards. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, very nice, Choach. That's super helpful of you. I was following the leaks yesterday of the all the new Pariah Nexus stuff. So I think I have it all kind of compiled of the new cards. So I know me and Zen are going to a tournament at the beginning of July, and I'm almost positive they're going to be using Pariah Nexus stuff. So be good to get some. Dude, it's not going to be a Leviathan. It's not. Ellen, yeah, it's gonna be Pariah Nexus. Yeah, Blade Guard should be extra fancy, right? That's just kind of what they should be. Which I get. I definitely get. Yeah, no, they said they're gonna use the latest rules. Yeah, they'll use the latest mission pack if it's out. So they're gonna switch over, and they'll probably announce it either as soon as the mission pack releases, or right before it releases. Yeah, he's in a couple Discords. I can't remember his name. He's somewhere. I met the guy and I don't remember his name. I had to dig him up. Dude, the people running this tournament, they have a team name and wear jerseys. There's no way they're sticking with Leviathan mission packs 2 weeks after Pariah Nexus releases. Yeah. I told people last week one of my goals from going to this tournament is to beat someone with a jersey on. That's all. Not that they would be the best players or whatever, but I just want to beat someone with a jersey. Because they got rid of Investigate Signals and you can recycle cards. They're nearly impossible. Yeah, building in the like recycle mechanic into a lot of different cards is really nice. There's one that I think they went way too far with, which is like Cole the Herd. Which is basically Anti-Imperial Guard and nobody else. Oh, and Anti-Imperial Guard and very elite units, which is funny. That it's good against, it's good against Guard. Because they get command squads that can join big blobs of 20, so you're 25 models, and then stuff like really elite troops and bigger units. Like, I figured out if I take aggressors, if I take 6 aggressors with Marnius Calgar, I get up to like 29 wounds with that squad. No, it's not 20 model units, it's 25. You have to have 25, right? It's 25 or more. Yeah, I may have misread that, but I thought I remember reading 25 or 25 wounds in the squad. Yeah, which apparently the whole, like, one less than you need to is the thing people do in Age of Sigmar to get really gamey. If it's 20, that's kind of different. That's not so bad, but I thought I remembered reading it was 25, and I was like, this is just awful. Okay, starting strength of 20 plus. Okay, so yeah, 19 man blobs are going to be a thing in the game. What you do though, the real thing to do is you do like your squads of 19, but then you take one squad with 20 and you hide them. And the thing you do with that is you make it so they can't discard it, but also make it so they can't score it. Ranging my one-page rule zombie dragon on my tiny Mars 3 build plate. I understand the pain. Yeah. How many pieces is that dragon in? Yeah. There's a couple things you can do with that one, Sin, with like that kind of thinking with the new objectives. Where you can mess with people like that. $12 pieces. Okay, that's not too bad. You should have space for everything there, right? Some armor. I hope you do. Yeah, the Sisters Codex does seem really good. I heard they were the ones that got the good treatment on this round. I did see, just from looking at the Codex points values, that your typical Sisters army costs about 300 more points. So they jack the points up on Sisters, at least in the printed version of the Codexes. Which, you know, means pretty much nothing. But, yeah, they definitely took them out of Horde Army status. 3 pieces per print, 4 prints for a dragon. I mean, that's a lot. From my experience with my Mars Pro 3, 4 prints for a dragon is about right. I don't know, you got big wings and crazy body and like all the extra pieces and everything. Like, that's not totally uncalled for. Sorry, hold on. John Locke, what was this? Next week might be a good time to get into Legion's Imperialis if you're interested. Yeah, the battle forces. I saw that. Yeah, they're still pricey though. Pushing $200 for each of those battle forces. Pretty sure those are like 1,000-point army too. Alright, I think I'm going to try another new color, guys. This is a new Pro color called Ultramarine. This is from the Rogue Hobbies set. It is not like... Here, I'll show you. I was hoping for a minute. I hoped it would be like Calgar Blue. It is a lot different than... Or Macragge Blue. It's a lot different than Macragge Blue. So, sorry. Sorry if you guys got your hopes up about that. But not quite this color. No. So, for a minute, I held out hope. But Fast Gray before switching to ABS like. Oh, nice. Fast Gray is, I thought Fast Gray is ABS like. The Suraitech. It's good stuff though. I don't like the gray color. That's what I didn't like. The navy gray is incredible though. Navy gray is really good. Yeah, it is a lot closer to Pants Blue. Yeah. So I'm going to try this out and I might switch over to Pants Blue, but I want to try this color out. Yeah, I switched over to the Suraitech, the Fast Navy Gray, and yeah, you put a tiny bit of Tenacious, like the Obsidian Black, like not even 1 to 10, like 1 to 20 of the Tenacious, and you get a little bit of flex without it, like, I don't know. The Tenacious stuff is like made for like flexible, like squishy prints and stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend putting a lot of it though. I did like a quarter of it as the Obsidian Black Tenacious, and then I went down to like 1/9, and I'm gonna go lower.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank
Hey.
you for allowing me back into your home.
Is that Confisa 7651 old. That sounds like a bot name. I gotta tell you. If you're not a bot, please say hello. But hello to you. That's a very this color. You know what this color works with? I'm not gonna continue using this color on this. Maybe I will, but yeah, okay. Alright, I'm dumb. Alright. This color is ultramarine. The color I thought it looked a lot like was this color. You guys know what this color is called? I'll give you a guess. What is this color called? It's called Faded Ultramarine. The reason I forgot this color exists is because I almost never use it. And this is an old color from them. Yep. I was like, man, this color looks like it'd go really well with this one. That's crazy. Oh, it's Faded Ultramarine. Okay. They made the faded version before the normal version. Alright. Let's mess around. Look, it covers really nicely though. Really vibrant. Really, what this mini is, it's me being jealous of Crucial Blue painting all these cool blue minis all the time. Like, I want to paint something that's cool and blue. And not power armor, I guess. Wheat Streams, how you doing? I can appreciate a good blue. It's kind of sad the bad guys identify with it so much, yeah. I don't know if this Aristarch is a good guy or a bad guy. Typically, anybody calling themselves an aristocrat is not a good guy. So, yeah, I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Having some fun painting this blue guy. I like that magnesium though. That is a good color. It looks so like real and natural. That makes me think of like an old bronze statue, and like this magnesium with some verdigris on it would look amazing. That's a really nice looking color. You know, Procro made this ultramarine color. And they make these signature series colors in conjunction. Like they work with these creators. I don't know how much they work with them, but I can almost guarantee Rogue Hobbies was telling them, hey, you guys should make an ultramarines blue like the 40K, like Macragge blue. And make a blue like that. And Monument was like, alright, but you know, we already have a color called Ultramarine. Make a, you know, Marines blue or whatever. But I think what they ended up doing is just, or maybe, okay, you know, I think is more likely. I think it's more likely she suggested a color to kind of fit with you know, Games Workshop 40K Ultramarines. And what they have, they probably have a database of colors that they haven't been able to make yet, but kind of have like waiting in the wings. And I bet they pulled from that kind of reserve. And they said, we have a faded ultramarine and we have this ultramarine. Fits well with our set. It, in a very small way, could resemble an ultramarine. Like there's a bit of like a purple in this. It's like a little bit. So I bet they just kind of pulled this color out of the hat they had. That's what I think it was. Moved to a new house. What's the office tour on Discord? Getting painting again tomorrow. Nice. Alright. Really getting back into it. Awesome to hear. See, I don't hate this blue though. Like that's a nice color. Probably nice and matte. Probably needs a second coat though. My family finally got... What's this mini for? This mini is for a game called Conquest: Last Argument of Kings. It's not necessarily a game I plan on playing. I got this mini to paint because it looked cool. Which I don't do, I guess, super often. But, yeah, this guy is called an Aristarch. For the, yeah, it is a mouthful. The game definitely is. But he is for a faction called City States. But my family, hold on one second, let me see. Okay. My family got we got Netflix the next month or so. We'll reevaluate next month because we rotate our streaming services. So we haven't had Netflix in a year or more. You say he's an Arya Stark? No. Aristarch, like an aristocrat. But one dude, I don't know. I don't know what exactly. I don't know his role in the game. I don't know the lore for Conquest. He's just like a type of leader in the army. Isn't Arya Stark like the little girl from Game of Thrones? Yeah, okay. But yeah, we got Netflix. We decided to try to watch, or we started watching the Avatar The Last Airbender series. Best show character? Okay, interesting. So we started watching the show. And yeah, it's pretty good so far. I'm a big fan of like the cartoon, so you know, even though it's like cheesy and like a kid's show and everything, but cartoon's really good. The live action show, the acting isn't great, but I'm still like interested in the show. I've enjoyed it so far, I think. So you know, we took a lazy day today and we watched a bunch of episodes of it, so we're gonna watch. We'll finish it in the next couple days, I'm sure. We'll just finish the series. Yeah, the cartoon is amazing. Yep, I agree. What I'm really looking forward to in that show is the season 2, and when they bring in Toph. Like that's when you're gonna know if the show is good or not. But then again, that's 2/3 of the show being out, deciding whether it's good. So it's interesting how they condensed the stories in the show too. Like they took out a lot of those like kind of random side adventure kind of filler episodes and either just smash the episodes together or Just ignored them outright. Turned it into a different moment. I like the Acolyte so far. So, yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm looking forward to the Acolyte. Yeah, I think I enjoyed that show. I enjoyed the Acolyte more after reading a bit of like kind of like things I missed, I guess. It does feel super different, yeah. But like when you really like dig down into that show, there's a lot in those first 2 episodes that's really cool. Like the Jedi are scumbags. Like they're all like there's some messed up stuff going on, and like the Jedi are the ones that are problems. It reminds me of oh man, what was that movie? There were 2 movies like this. So there was one that was popular, and didn't have, was it? I don't remember who it had, but I think it was called like Courage Under Fire. No, not Do Where's My Car. No. There's Courage Under Fire, where it's about like it was in like Desert Storm maybe or something, where the lady gets shot and it was like friendly fire. She gets killed by like another American, and it's like him like basically facing justice for it, and like what was going on, and like was it like premeditated or not, and all this stuff. But there was another movie. Man, this is weird. I think it was on Amazon. I think it was an Amazon Prime movie. It had Steve Carell and it had Bryan Cranston, and dang, it had the guy that played Morpheus. I can never remember his name. I always just see him as Morpheus. It had those 3, and those 3 guys. One of the characters, it was Steve Carell. Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah. Steve Carell's son is killed in Afghanistan or Iraq. And these 3 guys were like Vietnam veterans, and they like served together. And it's this whole story of them like they're coming together to help Steve Carell like go to his son's funeral and like get his son's body and everything. That movie, I was bawling my eyes out. But there's this whole thing where they're like seeking forgiveness for like stuff they did in Vietnam. Last Flag Flying. Yep. Yeah, I recommend that movie. It's like, you think it's gonna be funny because like look at the cast. It's like funny people. It's not a super comedic movie. It is it's pretty like heart-wrenching, but it's kind of like that like haunted past, like things they did. And the Acolyte's very much like that. Like the Jedi are covering something up. Like they're not after this murderer because they're doing something illegal. They're after her because she knows something that she shouldn't. And it's very like hush hush. Like they don't want it out. They don't want people talking about it. It's very interesting to me. I think it's cool. And there's like a lot of questions and stuff, so it's cool though. You don't have to like it. No one has to like things other people like. That's what's great about this world. We don't all have to like the same things. But no, I'm enjoying it so far. And I think ultimately it's going to be something that happens that like weakens the Jedi to the point where Darth Plagueis or Palpatine or whatever can start get their rise. We all agree we like TPD. No, I don't think that's a thing either. Yeah, Choach, Star Wars has been doing better with the TV stuff than the movies, definitely. We scrap the Alkalite is the way it's filmed and paced. Yeah, there's some strange editing in that show. Hercules teenage basic. Well, they've been doing different directors for things like The Mandalorian. They've done that from the start, where yeah, they have different people directing different episodes. Ooh, that blue is something. Look at that blue, guys. Holy cow. Alright. Down some gray. Just some bright neutral gray. Yeah, that was like a big deal for The Mandalorian. Like Dave, you can like pick out the Dave Filoni directed episodes from, like Bryce Dallas Howard directed some episodes, and Jon Favreau directed some episodes, and different people direct different episodes. Can't remember some of the other. There's some other names of people that went on to direct their own shows, for like Star Wars and everything. What? It's Always Sunny episodes? No. No way did he direct It's Always Sunny episodes. I'd never heard such a thing. I don't think they hire directors for It's Always Sunny. No, it was Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then it became the Clone Wars after that. George Lucas like poached him from Avatar. So he was in like the first season, I think. Okay, we're gonna try a not quite new color, but I don't think I've used this much. This advanced flesh tone. Try this as a base coat for some skin. I don't know. It's futuristic, high tech. No, not quite PhD. It's not Dr. Fleshtone. David Benioff? Okay. Wait, wasn't that one of the Game of Thrones people or something? Yeah, okay, okay. This guy spends a lot of time outside. Flower for Algernon? Oh, yeah, okay. That is one of my favorite episodes. I actually watched that episode just out of the blue like a month ago. Because my wife started reading the book Flowers for Algernon, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, she was describing the plot of it to me, and I was like, that's an episode of It's Always Sunny. Like, that's Charlie. That's Flowers for Charlie is what that is. And so I made her watch it. And I quote all the time now that I am so very weary. It's my favorite line from that. He just comes in with his in a wheelchair with a blanket, like. Speaking gibberish, thinks he's speaking Chinese. The Sylvia episode, my coworker. Oh, no. It's probably not the one to start with. I think if someone has never seen... Oh, yeah, they can't read, yeah. I think if someone's never seen It's Always Sunny, just describe, like, the first episode. Like show them the first episode. That's perfect. It's a perfect intro to the show. It shows how horrible all of them are. And yeah, the very first episode of the show just works fine. Okay. What I need to do now, first of all, we can some of these parts here. And it's hard to pick out 5 episodes of that show. The most memorable ones, though, like Dynasties, is probably one of the funniest episodes. Just not just the storytelling with young Frank, and it's just Danny DeVito with a wig on, and he's supposed to play like a 13-year-old or something. I really like the ski resort one, like season 10 or 11 maybe, where it's like the 80s ski movie, and it has like all the actors from the 80s ski movies, and they're just like washed up, and everything's like really creepy. And yeah, the water park one, yeah. Charlie has an extra room. I saw that clip on YouTube. They found out he had an extra room in his apartment. Yeah, I saw that, but I haven't watched anything past like season 11. Okay, so we have this magnesium, this incredible bronze color. I want to do is to give this like a nice like highlight, like dry brush almost. Dry brush it. Not sure what color though. Something with more color than that. The norm. Maybe just a rich gold would work for a bit of a dry brush color. Dark Elf campaign with Rakarth, Legendary Lord. It's a movement exploit. Short victoried in 33 turns. Oh no. Gameplay Total War made it a lot more enjoyable. Finishing a game in 33 turns. That's wild. That is crazy. Towel here. Do this without making too many mistakes. I'm gonna get it like down in the side areas. The outside will be painted with silver. Plus 40% movement speed when in friendly territory. Oh yeah, yeah. That would be nice. There are a couple of things that have always been frustrating about Total War. And I remember, because you can't do this in like more modern Total Wars, but in older Total Wars you could build road networks. It improved your trade a whole bunch. But it also gave you better movement speed when you're in your own territory. So people couldn't just like come in and like attack you out of nowhere, and you had, you know, absolutely no idea someone was coming in to attack you and like couldn't do anything about it. Brush, just take it up. But ever since they made it to where you upgrade your general instead of your faction, it's made it more likely, I feel like, that enemies just come in and raid and leave. Back and correct this blue. Nice to have. Building space too limited. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, back in the day with Total War, which fucking, I'm sure you played older Total Wars, but if you remember, there wasn't like a limit to buildings you could build. Your economy was the limit. Yeah, adding in building slots into province and regions messed up a lot of like the like true empire building in Total War. And I'm not here to complain about Total War, because Total War Warhammer is still probably my favorite game of all time. So just remember the old you know, more 4x elements. Okay, maybe we could do with a bigger brush. Alright. Hopefully a little bit of depth into this bronze. He's gonna have a lot of silver. Yes, it is Conquest. That's what the Wheel of Minis spun up for us. Go through and try this silver. How you doing, Zombie Bunny? Hope you're doing well. Oh, you too? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm not really big on collecting an army of this. I had this mini at my local store. It was there. It looked cool. And I thought it'd be fun to paint. So, here I am. Don't know anything about the lore. I just know blue bronze and hoplite looking stuff. Looks cool. Yeah, I've watched a couple battle reports for it. And it's alright. I mean, I'm sure it has its pros and cons to every other, tabletop game out there, but it used to be all about 40k. Started playing Conquest, Badmouth 40k, and the rest of us stopped playing Conquest because it's not a healthy attitude. Yeah. Yeah, people get real serious about their hobbies in general, and especially when you're dealing with like games and stuff, like this thing's better than this thing, so I can't like this thing at all kind of attitude is just weird. The 10th edition isn't my favorite iteration of 40k, but still find things I enjoy though. One thing I love is the simplicity of it. I don't know all the rules, but I feel like I could come back to the game after a stint of not playing and have a pretty good grasp on the rules, so I like that aspect. Can't do that with every game. Yeah. I was just talking to someone on Discord the other day about getting some games of 5th edition in. But this is a guy who he didn't even get into the hobby until I think 7th edition was going on. So yeah, the modeling of it's great. You got, good looking, very paintable minis. Even if they are, over detailed or whatever, but it's fun to collect armies of stuff. There's not many games that have as a relatable of an aesthetic as 40k. Oh yeah, definitely overpriced. Yeah. I gotta say though, Fuegan, technically they are not overpriced because Games Workshop is making money hand over fist. Seems like they are pricing it exactly where it needs to be for them to be making money. Which is unfortunate. More than I want to pay for minis. just engross myself in all this stuff for a living. I used to be able to learn about what you paint. Yeah, yeah. I understand, Choach. You know, like I obviously I kind of engross myself in this kind of thing for a living, right? And I love it. You know, it's definitely like a kind of like a dream job opportunity, but I wasn't like actively seeking it. It was strange. It was very much just kind of like chance and an opportunity, and I took it, and then like that was it. You know, I was working normal jobs and everything, and I was just basically tired of the one job and jealous that my wife got to stay home with my son through the summer and all that, and kind of came up with a plan and was able to execute it. I was very fortunate to have, you know, we have my wife's income. It definitely supports us a lot more than I do, even at this point. But you know, and I was lucky to have like some good financial opportunities before that helped this to be not a situation where we're like in dire straits or whatever while I do this. But man, I would love to do more gaming stuff. I love to play miniature games. Make some cash, have a strong feeling. My termination incoming for the end of this month, so they don't have to pay me a bonus. Oh no. I'm sorry, man. Are you gonna be the next Rogel Dave? I don't know if you know who Rogel Dave is, Choach. I don't know if you were around when he was so you have to have a paycheck. Oh yeah, I get it. We got some silver. Silver looks good. Rogel Dave was a Twitch streamer. He started maybe like a year after I started. I remember seeing him. That guy was streaming every night. He was playing games. He was live streaming himself playing 40K. And then he would like stay up all night and paint. And the guy was really funny, really good streamer. Yeah, he was always live. Yeah, dude, I would raid him for a stream in the evening, and we'd chat and everything. He'd be in the middle of a game, and then I would stream like that Monday morning. So I'd stream like raid him on like a Sunday night. I'd stream on a Sunday morning. He would raid me at like noon the next day. I was like, what? What is this? He's like, yeah, I was up all night painting. Yeah, the dude completely broke. He grew like crazy. He's super popular. He grew like crazy. People loved him, and he completely burned himself out. Yeah, but he got popular really quick. Yeah, that's when I learned that streaming frequently gives you growth a little easier than streaming like the 2 days a week I was doing. And streaming all day every day burns you out. So, you know, don't do that either. I miss streaming, yeah. Like me too much to become a public figure. I'm a bit like that too, but yeah. One thing with Twitch I feel like is Twitch is nice because you kind of make your audience, right? You make your community what you want it to be. So I've definitely had like bad days streaming where like people just get to me, or like someone says something that sticks with me or whatever, but yeah. Was he a talented painter? He was a pretty decent painter. I don't think he was like crazy good, but that dude, he was just always streaming. He was entertaining was his thing. Like he had like redemptions where he just make him like chug milk, and people love that stuff for some reason. I don't know what it was about the milk, but we're all about that. It's definitely hard to like get on and stream and everything. Streamer first, hobbyist second. He definitely was, wasn't he? Yeah, Zen liked the dude. He was an Imperial Fist player, so. Yeah. And yeah, streaming when you're depressed that's gotta be like torture. A guy cosplaying as Imperial Fist. Is this like the Family Guy? Man, that old bit where they had the barbershop quartet. It will be convincing enough. Nicolas Cage. You like Nicolas Cage? Ugh. What's wrong with you, Choach? Okay, alright. I'm unsubscribing, yeah. Something about seeing Nicolas Cage in movies just like pulls me right out of the movie. It just looks like I'm watching Nicolas Cage on the screen. it's like The Rock anymore, right? Like The Rock is like the only thing he knows how to act like is The Rock. It's the most annoying thing, and like he had a period where it was like cool, you know, he's in a lot of cool movies and stuff, and then it's just like he's in everything. Half my most used gifts are Nick Cage. Oh no. Continue with they're really actually themselves in every movie. So we watched, it was the DC like Super Pets or something, League of Super Pets maybe. I don't remember what it was, what the actual movie was called. We watched it with my son, and the fact that Superman's dog was voiced by Dwayne Johnson, it killed that movie for me. Killed it. And then it had what's his name? Other dude that's in every movie The Rock's in. He's in with him. He was the other, like his counterpart in the movie. And oh man, Kevin Hart. Yep, it's Kevin Hart and The Rock. Like that's what that movie was. It's like if there's one person I do not picture as Superman, it's The Rock. I feel like he's looking into a camera doing the Mentos commercial or something. Yeah. When I was a kid, though, I saw the Scorpion King movie with The Rock. His like first movie. I liked that movie as a kid. Then you realize like that movie is awful. So good. Yeah, Godsmack, dude. Them and their like two cool songs that like don't make any sense and they don't rhyme at all. The only Rock movie I liked was the one where he becomes sheriff in a small town, beats all the guys up with a 2x4. That sounds like I don't know what that movie was. My favorite movie with The Rock was The Other Guys. Yeah, I'm honestly impressed that he took that role. It is, Zen. Have you seen it? Have you seen The Other Guys? Hey DC, what's up? What's up? Yes, it is a Conquest Mini. Hey, Oberion, what's going on? See yourself, he can smell what The Rock is cooking. Oh no. What fucking. Yeah, The Other Guys is hilarious, and I think it's my favorite Will Ferrell movie. And yeah, I would probably agree, one of the last good comedies I think I've seen. It's going really well, actually. Yeah, we spun the Wheel of Minis. We're painting this Conquest guy here, and then yeah, probably work on him throughout the week. See how I do. Kind of take my time and enjoy it. But no, how have you been? What's up with the Tech Marine? Nice. Yeah, I put some Space Marines on the Wheel of Minis. I might end up painting them this week, just because I have yet to get a response back on some Votan stuff. I can do some random things, including some other knock out another job or two maybe this week. Little ones. There's some bolt action minis. Oh, cool. What army? With bolt action. Well, hey Zen, I'm gonna show you this repulsor turret. I'm gonna show you how good this print turned out. Really proud of this. We'll get his last boot on this silver. The repulsor turret. Yeah, I am frankly blown away by how well this turned out. Yeah. Oh, US Airborne, very nice. Very nice. So, one thing I didn't realize that these little missile packs go on this side too. I only printed one to put over here, but I'm gonna keep that open because I like this little design, like the this little cutout marks and stuff looks so good on this mini that I just want to keep those there. Paint. So yeah, it fits perfect. It's absolutely perfect in the hull too, the repulsor hull. This turret looks so tiny, but I think it's the size it's supposed to be. It's hard to tell, like, how big everything is, like, how it's supposed to be, but, like, the hatch looks the right size, and this turret fits like it's supposed to, so, yeah. Some Macragge custom, yeah. It's tiny, though. It's so tiny. But yeah, dude, I have Inceptors base coated, so they're ready to go. I got these aggressors here, all their bullets and grenades. Infiltrators. So I have a bit of a list of things to paint. Okay. Yeah, my latest iteration of the list has infiltrators in it. Man, they're pricey. They're points wise, they're pricey. Because I did so what I did was I took out one unit of Inceptors. I added in the it's called Fire Discipline, the enhancement on the Apothecary. That's going with the aggressors, the Biologists. And I had 100 points left, and I added Infiltrators in. to basically counter weird deep strike shenanigans and to hold a backline objective. Yeah, the chance getting a CP back is really good. DC, I do not play Conquest, no. I found this mini at my local store. I wanted to paint it. This was one I thought it was a really cool looking mini anyway. And I saw my local store had it, so I decided to pick it up to paint. But I really like the blue and the hoplite aesthetic, but no painting Dad playing Conquest anytime soon. I have 4 games that I'm actively like playing or trying to play, so it's a bit much to add a 5th one. Guy's pauldron purple, then paint the mechanical symbols back and he's ready. Nice. That's awesome. Did everything else in the print turn out okay? I know his axe was a little weird. I don't know if you're able to fix it or if you ever wanted to or whatever, but here's how the rest of that print turned out. Have to go back in with the hair dryer. Yeah, okay. Well, good. I'm glad the rest of them turned out okay. I think I'm gonna redo the blue on him, the different shade of blue. Up on the skin. May call it a night there. Approaching 11 o'clock hour. Your pants, yeah, I'm gonna pull out the pants blue, man. Yeah. One thing about their blues, I mean, blues are kind of difficult. There's so many there's so many shades of blue, but like between blue and dark blue, the difference between these two paints is very stark. It's a little annoying sometimes because a little too stark of a difference. I wish they had something in between those two. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay. Mix them. That's true. I could very well mix them. You know what? What am I doing? I'm allowed to mix paint, right? That's a thing. That is a very lovely blue. probably better our base coat for what our we would want our baseline to be. Well, Zen, maybe on Friday, since we're not really hanging out, maybe since we're not really hanging out tomorrow, maybe on Friday we could set up a game of 40k, play some 40k, and film it for Battle Report, and just go tournament prep, New Pry, Nexus missions. And make that into a thing. Lovely mirror match. I'm sure everybody wants to watch, but it gives us something to do, you know? I think, cool. That's awesome. I think I noticed when I stream TTS games on YouTube, I get a lot more people on YouTube coming in. That last game that I streamed, was that Thursday night? Wednesday night? It was Wednesday night. I averaged, which my YouTube stream averages are almost always 0, so you know, people watch me on Twitch and that's fine, but I had, like, at one point several people in there, which is unusual, and people were chatting and everything. So alright, Zen, you have a good one, man. I'll message you tomorrow about stuff. We'll figure things out. Almost done changing over this blue. This has almost got like a blue-green look to it, which is interesting because I just mixed blue with dark blue. Maybe it's just my eyes deceiving me because I'm using this ultramarine, which is very like purple and gray, I guess. Just about done with this shade of blue here. Thank you, DC Unit, I appreciate it. Messed around with the base colors so far. Next time I come back to him, we'll work on all the fun parts. Just a couple more base colors to put on them. Overall, the color palette is very simple on the miniature. Has a lot of little details. That's not that big a deal. I like fun to highlight details. I think what I'll do this week, if I don't hear back about these Votann minis in a timely manner, I am going to, I'll plan out my week. What I'll do is I'll paint a different commission. I have a little Middle Earth commission I'll paint. And I'll move into some Ultramarines. My own army. So it'll be a little bit of work, a little bit of fun. So we'll do. Alright, I like that blue as a base color a lot better. A lot better. It's a great, just like deep, vibrant blue, and there's almost like an Aegean blue kind of look to it, which is appropriate for these guys. It's really nice. That's really nice. Alright, well, wonderful. Well, guys, we are going to call the stream there for the evening. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out. A great conversation, and I appreciate you guys just be willing to chat with me and keep me company. It's been great. I will be back on Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Tuesday might be a bit of a weird day, but I'll tell you guys about that on Tuesday when we get there. But be streaming on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Yeah, hope to see you guys there. I will be having an update for Patreon. I'm going to try to I'll post a little update tonight, and we'll try to get some of the word out what's going on. But yeah, there'll be an update on Patreon tonight, and then maybe later on this week. So be looking forward to that if you are on the Patreon. Otherwise, guys, yeah, you guys have a great evening, and see you guys on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.